So you want a DRS system like the Formula One cars. You thought about changing channel 3 and 5 on your receiver to achieve such things. So you press the button and the wing goes, well, don't. Let me tell you why. So, ladies and gents, as you can see, this is the servo that activates the rear spoiler wing on my car. And it's a bit crunchy. It's not working so well. And that was my fault. This is nothing to do with Larlo or quality control. This is to do with John testing stuff out to ensure that you guys don't break your cars. It was actually something that was suggested to me pretty quickly about having like a DRS system, flips up and down when you needed it, or when you press the button, should I say. But the way that you do it is very, very important. If you do what I did, you're going to break your servo at the rear, and I don't want any of you to break your servo at the rear. Essentially, you take off the 3 screws there and you have access to your receiver. There's channel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's only 5 on the controller from what I believe. You swap the 2 connectors that are in 5 and 3. You reverse them. And that means that when you press channel 3, it activates the servo fully. So the wing goes bonk, bonk, like I'll show you on screen now. The problem with that is that actually on the controller, their channel number 5 is restricting the movement of the servo at the rear. So you would assume that this controls the whole full movement of the servo. It's not. It's limited it to, I suspect, around 50%. Now, as soon as I put it into the channel 3, press the button, what's now happening is it's going from the stopping at the 50% to the 100%, and then I press it again and it goes and then it's just chewed up the gears. If I just try and show you here, this is a replacement that I put in for now. And as you can see, this doesn't have a servo saver, so I've had to be really, really careful. But essentially, all it was doing, it was just pulling too far and snapping the gears. Now, is there an alternative to getting a DRS type system on your car? Not with this controller from what I can see, because the other thing that I didn't consider was that channel 3 is in fact a turbo button. It doesn't give you 30% higher top speed, but it does give you 30% more acceleration. I didn't know. I didn't read. I mean, for the first time in a long time, I read through the instructions. I swear to God. But it all got a bit confusing because I think I must have just missed the part that said it was a turbo function and went on to the calibration of the turbo function, and then I went into this rabbit warren of information that just went and fell out my ears. So when you activate this, it turns on. That gives you 30% more acceleration. I didn't know this. I'm looking forward to testing that out. So please, ladies and gentlemen, do not do what I do and break your little servo at the back. It's done nothing wrong to you. There's no need for you to be all angry with it, like me. And just as a side note, obviously I have had to replace my servo, but I've had to do the wiring up and through here where the original went underneath this bracket here. So for future reference, I wanted to let you know that. So you can probably get DRS on your AK787, but please don't do what I did and just swap them around. The idea actually, I think, I had it in my head, but then I read it again on a forum that somebody said they were going to try that. Please don't, you will break it. Now, there is one way actually that you could do that, and that is, you see where this ball joint is. If you were to move it further inwards, then the actual leverage that it has will be less, so that's restricting the movement, so you probably won't break it. But please do it all the way in and start there first, because obviously the rear wing itself is limited. If you see there's a slider there, it can't go further than those. So that you can see why it broke. Ta-da! So thank you so much for watching. If you haven't seen the review for this and me running 4S, pop over to the main channel, John Robinson RC. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to catch you next time. Stay safe. Bye-bye.